Wow. So to wrap up that call, right? It was initially a $2,000 SEO contract that I pitched. Hey everybody, this is Nick Ponte, and in this video I'm going to call a prospect live and pitch them on a $2,000 per month website deal. So smash that like button, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to continue to put out more awesome content just like this. Okay, so this prospect is somebody that I was talking to the other day, and I've asked them to fill out my discovery form on my website. I got that back. Now I'm gonna call them back and pitch them on a $2,000 per month SEO deal. This is a recurring service. I hope that you offer these types of services. You wanna build recurring revenue in your business, especially things that you can outsource or have other people help you to fulfill. I've actually put a link to my favorite foot in the door strategy, a way that I get more SEO clients that I use to get this client actually. So if you want an in-depth free training on that, hit the link in this video and let's call this prospect now.
What's up, Nick? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, man. Just getting the day going.
Yeah, sorry I missed you yesterday. I just kind of the end of the day appeared before I knew it.
Yeah, in all honesty, like I kind of appreciate it when people don't answer the phone after 6.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Cool, man. So, did you get a chance to look over some of that information?
I did, yeah, and I had a look at, you sent over the other proposal that another company had sent you on SEO, and I looked at that too. That was kind of interesting. You know, I'm not going to shoot it down entirely just because I know SEO is an interesting industry, right? Like people have their own strategy, their own things they do. There's no real set way of actually fulfilling the service. Like Google doesn't tell you, like, do these 10 things and your website's going to rank well. They actually don't want people to know that type of thing, so they don't tell you that stuff. So, you know, when people make proposals, I've seen a lot of stuff go into them. Oftentimes these things, in my opinion, have no real reason to be there. It's just like fluff to make it look like people are doing things that they're essentially not. In my experience, like really what it comes down to is like, are you going to make these websites rank? How are you going to make them rank? And are you going to do it in a way that is long lasting, like not in a way that's going to get you slapped by Google at some point, right? And so I don't know this person's strategy that they sent it over to you. There are some things in there that I questioned, and there are some things in there that looked all right. That being said, I'm not sure. I guess I just want to hear a little bit more about, you know, what you guys are looking for, because they had kind of a blend here, right? Like they were proposing to do SEO, but they were also proposing to run ads and do all these other things. So that was kind of confusing as to like what you guys maybe really wanted to happen. Were you
Okay, please go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, what's your primary goal? Like, do you really want to get more ranking, or are you looking to just, like, whatever the way that we see fit to get you more sales?
Yeah, let me tell you what's going on with their company. Kind of give you a little brief on it. So basically, they rebranded last year. Okay. And they've seen a small increase in sales, but not much.
Gotcha.
So that's tough, right? And they put a lot of money into it. I want to say they put $100,000 into it or something. Mm-hmm. Changing their labels, kind of updating their imagery, which they needed to do in the first place. But it's still kind of antiquated because they're marketing to me like to a 40 to 60-year-old audience, and eventually that's gonna have to change. Especially if they want to do a lot of internet marketing and do things like on Instagram and Facebook. But they're considering creating a higher product line. It's like more expensive, that's based on skincare, that's focused at a younger audience. So that's kind of nice. They're working on that. But for now, all we got is their regular product. And man, they have an email list of about 4,500 people, and that's all they have for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's crazy. I mean, they weren't doing online sales or direct sales. They were doing a lot of sales through the corporate accounts, meaning they provided all the hotels with their lotion, like the Ondas or the Ritz or the Grand Wailea or whatever, right? They weren't really keeping very good track of their statistics, of their clients, of who they were. And their main way to sell anything right now is to send out a constant contact. And that's it. And they were spamming people. They were sending out like 4 constant contacts a month, like 50 some odd a year. So you can imagine that's not helping them at all.
Yeah.
And if anything, they're just losing people, you know, and none of half the, you know, let's say out of those 4,000 people, like, you know, maybe a few hundred were actually opening it and clicking through it. So they're kind of starting from scratch, you know, and we just built new content, like videos, photographs, all that stuff for me. And I knew right away when I looked at it, and we started working on it. We had somebody build them a new newsletter, and we had, you know, we started working on their social media. I didn't know that was going to help, like immediately in the first 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They had like with no SEO and no analytics. I mean, what's even the point?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so a couple of things about what you just said. Like the email marketing is there's a right way to do it. There's a wrong way to do it. The wrong way to do it is to just throw emails out there, right? You definitely want to create marketing around your emails, some sort of offer, some sort of urgency, some sort of scarcity, something to get people to actually buy and be interested in the emails. And oftentimes people think just by sending out an email that's more like brand awareness email, like people want to see it, but they actually don't most times. And you know, the other piece about what you said is that, you know, I'd be curious as to find out where their actual like ideal customer lives, like being that they are cosmetic. You know, they sell cosmetic products. Like, you know, do they live on Instagram? Are like their ideal customer? Are they really going to Google and looking for lotion? You know, or are they actually seeing it when they're on Instagram somewhere, following other beauty products and looking for more information on other things like that? You know, I don't know, but do you guys know?
I would assume, Nick, just so you know. I would assume that you know what they're doing. Their Instagram followings, like next to nothing. Mm-hmm. Their Facebook followings, next to nothing.
Okay.
So I don't think anybody's really finding them through social media.
Yep.
I think that their clients are literally their old tried and true clients.
Gotcha.
They have very few new clients. And I think that definitely their demographics, an older demographic, just by doing some test ads and stuff, like looking at it, the people that are interested in it seem to be, you know, 40 to 60. But we're starting to compile a lot of that data, which I know you'll be doing as well, and looking at it. But I feel like they're kind of an open slate, and they want to create a presence on the market and people searching, and specifically with the focus on these new healing oils that they market. One's called Tamanu, which is that and kukui nut, and their coconut oils are like one of them's kind of taken off in Japan, Asian, which is they have a decent chance of like really marketing that.
Gotcha.
And then using the fact that they're a 30-year-old company that's made on Maui, that's huge. And then I feel like they have a good opportunity using the fact that they're the kind of white label for a lot of these really nice hotels.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
But that's it, man. They're really kind of wide open, and you know, they've never done SEO. They didn't even have their Google panel hooked up. Like nothing.
Yeah. Well, they definitely need to do that. There are some bare bones things that people need to do. That's having their analytics hooked up is absolutely one of them. I was looking at some of these keywords that you sent through that you guys wanted to rank for, and I mean, we can definitely help you guys with this. You know,
those keywords were a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Those are literally just throwing ideas out based upon what they know, and I sat down with them and wrote them down. Mm-hmm. And they basically, just so you know, my role is just to interact between the copywriter, the social media manager, you know, everybody that's doing all their marketing right now. And I'm just trying to take a load off of them because they're working into their corporate accounts.
Sure.
But, you know, at a certain point, they're going to need somebody in-house. I'm just subcontracted.
Yeah.
And it's not like at a crazy rate or anything, but it's, you know, it's decent.
Yeah.
But
I lost him. Let me call him back. Sounded like he had a poor connection, but I think I can help these guys. We'll see what they say.
Hey, you reached.
His phone maybe died. But anyway, while I wait for him to try to call me back, What I'm hearing from him is that they have a fairly bare bones situation. Like they need help, but they don't really know where they need help. I don't know that just SEO would be the way to get more customers for them right now, unless that's exactly where their people live. So they're selling skincare products, and I would have to do some market research to see if that's actually where people are buying these skincare products. And it's easy to do, but it's my job as an SEO to set the expectation of these customers, to let them know like, hey, we're going to rank you high, but that doesn't mean that you're going to get a ton of money from these sales. Because like if we rank you and there's nobody around that's actually looking for these terms, then that's not going to lead into sales. Now, we're going to do our job, and we're going to take the keywords that they've given us, and we're going to do research on those keywords and find ones that are relative to those terms and make sure that they have traffic and go after those ones. He's calling me back. Hey, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, I hear what you're saying. I'm thinking, I can certainly help you guys with this. I think I have a few ideas that could kind of take things even another step, like integrating some like retargeting for you guys. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah, I've heard it, but I mean, explain exactly what you're talking about.
So, like, we really like to do kind of a blended approach, especially when it comes to these kind of e-commerce stores. Your website is a Shopify website, so we're really gathering data at this point, right? Because you guys don't have that solid information as to where everybody's going to be coming and buying from. So we're going to be gathering data, and I think that if we're driving people to your website through SEO, like they're going to Google, they're finding you, they're landing on your website, I think that we should be doing some sort of retargeting ads as well, meaning every time they land on your website through Google, we are able to show them ads on other networks like Facebook and Instagram and all that to kind of bring your brand back in front of those people that have previously been somewhat interested. So, that's kind of like warm traffic, and the more often we can get in front of that warm traffic, the better chance we have of them to actually buying something. And
100%. We were even talking about, Nick, this month alone, on the most basic level, what we can do is like go hit all the people that did empty carts and stuff on Shopify.
Yep.
And like they don't even have like a kind of a nurturing program. If you go and buy, they're not creating a secondary offer. It's their best clients. They haven't gone back in and contacted them. I mean, so just on a Shopify level, they have so much they can do. But I think you're like 100% right about that. The social media stuff's wide open, and if you can create an ad to those people that are going to Shopify, you win, right?
Yeah.
But they have a decent budget. I mean,
okay.
The last guys did like a $7,000 SEO proposal for them.
Yeah.
And they were open to it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what's decent. I don't know what's decent for SEO. I figure if you're going to do like a comprehensive SEO campaign, probably somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000, right? I'm not sure, but just from what I've heard.
Well, it depends. I mean, our SEO campaigns, they're monthly, right? We have kind of like a base and a mid and a high level tier, depending on how aggressive people want to get. In your case, I think our mid tier would be great. It's $2,000 a month. I would recommend you do it for at least 3 to 6 months. I don't lock anybody into contracts. I don't really believe in that, because people that usually lock people into SEO contracts, really they're afraid their customers will leave because they're not providing the quality work they're looking for. If I'm ranking your website high and you're getting customers, you're not going to leave because I'm doing my job. So I'm not really a big fan of the contracts, but I do ask that you at least give it 3 to 6 months, because that's just the amount of time it takes for Google to see these changes and make update you and split test you in their algorithm. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to take the mid-level tier. We could break it down probably to $1,000 a month. It would just take a little bit longer to see some of those results.
Honestly, I think that they would be okay with the mid-level tier. I think that that's how you should present it to them.
Okay.
And let's get you in front of them so they have the opportunity to sign a contract. I mean, not sign a contract, but just a commitment.
Sure. What do you mean get in front of them? Like on a Zoom call, or I have to meet them in person and do like a presentation or a proposal, or?
What would you prefer?
If I could just give them a call and have this same discussion with them, that'd be great. If they need to meet me face to face, that's totally fine as well.
Yeah.
But
if you have some kind of a standard proposal that you give to somebody, kind of like this other team did, but just slightly customized to what they want to do, that'll be helpful. I can tell they're kind of those kind of people,
Yeah. So I'm happy to put together like a comprehensive proposal too. We do charge $200 for those, but if you don't want to do that, I can send you like an informal proposal, what we just talked about, and kind of tell you the pricing. Send you my white paper on my SEO strategy, which kind of breaks that down, gives you more detail on how that works. And if they look at that and they think that that's something that interests them, maybe we could take the next step.
Well, I think your success stories are what are really important to them. Seeing how you have helped people here in the local market already.
Yeah.
That was kind of my selling point to them was that like, hey, look, Nick's based out of Maui. He's familiar with the Maui audience. With you're a locally made on Maui company, and you're looking to expand, into offline sales. I'm like, he's had success, so you should talk to him. Do you have any other direct sales companies that you're working with that you think would be a good comparison for them?
Yeah, I do. Several, actually. One of them...
Perfect.
I don't know that this would be I don't really think they're direct competitors. Well, I guess maybe they are. But I do some marketing for Maui Babe. Have you heard of them?
Yeah, of course. I know Butch and those guys. Or what's the... Butch doesn't work with them, but the other guy who does Doc Martin, right?
Well, Christy... There's a bunch of... It's actually kind of a...
Yeah, a bunch of people.
Yeah, a bunch of people. But, I do stuff for them. I've got a lot of other clients. I can definitely give you the references. The main reference, though, that they probably need is, if you just Google Maui SEO, I'm number one. So that should tell you a lot.
Yeah, and that's kind of part of the whole deal.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think Sherry's pretty sweet. She's not feeling too well today.
Sure.
The manager of the company, but I'm going to call her and tell her what you said.
Okay.
And I'll ask her if she wants the comprehensive report or just something like kind of brief.
Okay.
And then let's try and lock this down by the end of the week.
Sounds good, man. I look forward to it, and I'll wait for your email. And if you want like a real complex proposal, I can put that together. If not, I can give you the informal, which I think is totally all they would really need, honestly.
Okay, cool. And it, honestly, and just so you know, like our group that I work with right now, my buddy, he's already started up the analytics, so it'll be great for you. That'll save you some time.
Okay.
So he hooked all that up about 3 weeks ago.
Okay, great. Well, yeah.
Starting, he actually built a custom dashboard, so it's like the social media on there, and the constant contact, and the Google traffic, Shopify, and blah 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 blah. Right? And so that was like I didn't feel like it was even worth getting an SEO person unless that stuff was somewhat working.
Yeah. So gathering that data, the more data, the better.
Yeah. Awesome, bro. Okay, cool. Well, let me talk to them, and I just want to say the team I'm working with, we're about to take on maybe 3 or 4 more projects.
Sure. Happy to help.
One's going to be called Mine.
Okay. Yeah, happy to help in any way I can.
I want to work with one SEO person if I can, locally, and one of them's called Mindflower. It's kind of like a Meow Wolf style. You know what Meow Wolf is? Are you familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're going to build something in a similar concept here locally in Maui, and they're looking at a place in Ma'alaya. It's only 10,000 square feet, and it's not going to be a $50 million budget, more like a $3 million budget.
Mm-hmm.
But they want to start driving traffic there. I got a really interesting thought. I said that they could build a network, the coordinators of these other art installation projects from around the world, and put them into a page on their website so people can learn who these people are and potentially contact them or hire them. And then by doing that, they're creating that connection to Maui, and then people will be, those groups of artists will be interested in what's happening in Maui, and it'll increase potential funding. So for them, they're trying to grow their funding. I think they got 500,000 startup or something with $100,000 up front, and when they reach certain benchmarks, they get more money.
Yeah.
But they're in the very beginning process. They're going to build out their website, their logo, things like that, and then a reason for somebody to go there and look at it.
Yeah.
Specifically, like potential funding and maybe this network, so people can dream and see what a Mindflower, or like a Meow Wolf style thing would be here in Maui. So that's going to be pretty immediate in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And I wanted to start them out on analytics and SEO and set up their Google the right way right away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, we do everything. I mean, we do custom websites. Whenever you're doing these websites and you have the thought to moving forward that you want to rank them, you really should consider us building the website, because we build custom websites. First of all, they're really high quality. They're really beyond any of the themes that you can get out there, because we work really closely with the client to get something they want. But also, when we build a website from the ground up, it's just in a much more likely place to rank really well in Google, because like typically what happens is people give us a call and they're like, hey, we want to rank our website, and we go and look at their website and we're like, okay, well, here's what we need to change first of all. So we got to go in there and kind of like do an audit, fix things, set things up, get the bare bones best practices set up. That's the initial first 1-2 months. But when we build a website from the ground up, like, we don't need to do that stuff because we do it from the beginning.
Okay, here's a question though, Nick. Is a lot of my clients and people I work with, they want to be able to go into their website and fix it on their own without having to deal with another person.
Sure. Yep. So we build the custom websites we build. If you have a customer that's like, hey, I want to be able to add and remove products, or there are specific things that they want to change, we build that functionality into the WordPress dashboard. So it's like drag and drop, similar to Squarespace, priced a little differently than the bare bones basic themes that you can get out there, but it's because they do different things. Like, obviously they rank really well, but if you want custom functionality like that built in too, like we do that. We have most of our customers want that actually. And we, the functionality we can build in goes even beyond what you can do with things like Squarespace and Shopify, because you have to live within their environment, right? Like, we don't really have an environment when we build custom websites. I mean, we use WordPress, but we can really do anything.
Yeah, well, would you send me a breakdown in pricing for websites?
It's really case to case, so it depends on the business, what they're looking for. We have the way that it works is if you want a website, you have a business that wants a website, is you fill out our website discovery form, and then we'll take a look at that information and tell you what it would take to get the website that you're looking for.
I'll do that right now for 2 different websites.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'll call it right now and I'll get back to you about either the comprehensive or the one page.
Okay, sounds good.
Talk to you later, Nick.
All right, take care. Bye. Wow. So to wrap up that call, right, it was initially a $2,000 SEO contract that I pitched. He said that looks great. They are probably going to want to do it. They have an even bigger budget than that. So I underpriced what I thought would be a good deal for them. When he said that they had a lot more money, obviously I wanted to charge more money, but I don't think that that's really that right. But not only that, he just said that he has 2 other websites that he is interested in me building websites for. So that's awesome, right? Again, lots of value in this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Make sure to let me know in the comments below that you subscribed so I can welcome you to the channel. And I hope I get the other website deals. I know I'll probably get the SEO deal, and I'll be able to walk them up that value ladder of, we'll do SEO, then we'll start running ads, and we'll start doing other things. They'll probably end up being around a $4,000 to $5,000 per month client. And, these clients with these recurring services, these things add up really quickly. You only need a couple of these clients to have a full-time income, or even one client to have a supplementary income to what you're already doing. And I'm doing this from my home at my house right now, and I don't really have any background or training. I've learned all this stuff myself. I do have the free course in the comments below or the description below this video where I teach you how to get your foot in the door and find businesses that need your help. If they have a slow loading website, I show you how to fix that, and it's free, totally free. You can check that out if you want. Not required, but sometimes I like to share my information and how I'm doing this because I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed in terms of being able to set my own schedule and work with people that need my help, and then being able to help them is an awesome feeling. So now that I've made this call, this is my last call for the day, I'm going to go hang out with my brother who just walked in the middle of the video. We're going to go hit some balls at the driving range. We're going to that golf swing. I'm horrible at golf. Horrible. But, just to let off a little steam. Again, one of the perks of being a freelancer, getting to set your own schedule. So I hope that you got some value out of this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.